Never look up comps. Build a huge death pile. Blame the platform for your slow sales. These are all ways to fail as a reseller. But the most common way is to just give up. Stop sourcing at the thrift store because you're tired and you want to go home. Don't bother listing your items because you would rather go watch a movie. There are a million ways to fail as a reseller, but here are a few that I want to share with you today. Do not take time to learn your numbers. It's actually best to just ignore what your profit margin is, how much it's going to cost to ship the item, how much you have to pay in fees, and how much you have to pay in taxes. None of that matters. That's all super boring, nerdy stuff. Save that for the people that actually want to make money. Me, personally, I just want to have fun reselling. Trust your gut. Seriously, it's not like we have years of data and information stored on our phone to make purchasing decisions. If the item looks cool, it's probably going to sell for a ton of money. So just pick it up, throw it in the cart, and don't even bother looking at the comps. Why ever list items when instead you can build a stockpile for a yard sale a year from now when you give up on reselling because it was too difficult? Do not ship on time. Customers can absolutely wait, and eBay definitely doesn't care if you take a few extra days to ship those items out. Screw over other resellers. When you're at the thrift store, treat them like the garbage they are. Make sure you steal things from their cart and push right past them. This will show everyone inside the thrift store that you are the dominant reseller in that store. Blame eBay. It's much easier to just blame eBay for everything rather than to ever self-reflect. So use this one anytime something goes wrong in your business. Blame the algorithm. This is kind of like blaming eBay, but it's even a little bit better because if you have slow sales, it's definitely not your fault. Just go ahead and blame the algorithm. In fact, we all know that eBay hides listings. They definitely don't want to make money off of your items. In fact, eBay makes billions of dollars by hiding people's listings. They definitely don't make their money off of seller fees. Sleep in. You need your beauty rest. Why would you ever want to be the first one at a yard sale or an estate sale when you can instead show up a few hours later and just pick up the scraps? Everything goes in a poly bag. Yes, glass included. As long as you write the word fragile on that poly bag, it is now the post office's fault if anything arrives broken or damaged. Never add any additional packing material to an item when you're shipping it out. This is going to save your business hundreds of dollars. Seriously, who cares if the item arrives broken? At least you saved that 25 cents by not adding that bubble wrap, right? Do not like or subscribe to Second Chance Picker. He's not even a reseller. He's just a fake YouTube guru scammer making money off of the views. So do not support his channel by hitting that like or subscribe button. Randomly store things around your house. Screw an inventory system. I'm sure you'll remember that you put that t-shirt in the bottom right dresser drawer 3 months from now when that item finally sells. Remember, all returns are scammers, so treat them as such. Be mean, aggressive, and argumentative in the messages with this customer, and make sure you do all of this on the eBay platform through the eBay messages. eBay will definitely never look at those messages to make any kind of determination on the case. In fact, what the hell am I talking about? Don't even allow returns. Like, that's not common practice. Name another business or store that offers returns to their customers. Customer trust isn't even our problem. Speaking of scams, if someone asks a question, make sure you ignore them because they are probably most likely, definitely, almost certainly a scammer. It doesn't matter that you didn't include measurements and that they're asking what the measurements are. They should be all-knowing as the customer. Anytime a customer reaches out to me asking for clarification on the item, I'm immediately going to ignore them and block them because they're definitely running some kind of scam. Never sell to buyers with no feedback. They are definitely scammers. No way could this be someone's first time using eBay to purchase an item. They're probably running some kind of scam. So just go ahead and cancel that order. eBay will totally understand. Actually, just cancel orders anytime you feel like it. If you don't feel like shipping something out, just cancel the order. Remember, the eBay rules just don't apply to you. Definitely do not follow Second Chance Picker's free BOLO page. You already know everything and just trust your gut and go based on that. You definitely don't need more BOLOs. When you're outsourcing, remember, everyone is the enemy. Treat the people running the yard sale like garbage. They're going to give you better deals that way. In fact, they should just be grateful that you as a reseller even showed up to their yard sale to purchase their items. Speaking of deals, make sure you always negotiate the price. It doesn't matter that they're only asking $1 for the item and that it sells for $100. Tell them that you only have a dime and ask them if they'll take that. It works every single time. Never stop negotiating. You can never pay a fair price for an item. You'll always have to get it for pennies on the dollar. And if they don't give in to your negotiation tactics, make sure to be super mean and aggressive about it so they learn their lesson and behave better in the future. Never take offers. Set your prices super high and decline any offer that comes in the door. You know the worth of your item, and it's better to just hold on to these items than to ever sell them at a discount. I'm sure that Wii Mario Kart that you have listed is the best one on there and deserves that premium price tag. Every reseller is your enemy. Do not be friendly. Actually, do the complete opposite. Make sure that they know you are completely crazy. There is no advantage to being nice. Nice guys finish last. Pro tip, pooping costs time and money. Schedule your bathroom breaks for estate sales. Go in and lock yourself in the bathroom and use their free toilet paper and water while you dig through their cabinets for items you can sell on eBay. Make sure you only source from one location. You never want to have multiple places to get inventory. It's much easier just to go to that one thrift store down the street and complain when they don't have anything. Driving further to other thrift stores would not only cost more time, but it's going to waste a lot of gas. So don't bother. When creating listings, go super broad. Like if you have a Wii Mario Kart, don't use the title Nintendo Wii Mario Kart Complete Tested Working. That is way too big of a title. Just use the word Mario. Go super broad. The customer will find it. In fact, do the same with clothing. Don't even describe the brand. Just say jacket, shirt, pants. That is more than enough information for the buyer to purchase your item. And let's be honest, buyers don't even bother reading the title, so why do we even bother writing a title? Never put items in the correct category. That is a huge rookie mistake. Every good reseller knows that someone searching for a pair of pants might actually want a jacket. So make sure to list your jackets in the pants category and make sure to list your t-shirts in your shorts category. You always want to keep the algorithm on its toes and constantly guessing what you're putting up for sale. Promoted ads are for losers. You already pay eBay more than enough to sell your items on their platform. That random item that no one wants, you don't have to promote it. It will still sell. There has never been a successful business that has ever had to pay for ads in order to sell their items. Customers will just naturally come and find your items and buy them. Cleaning and testing takes way too much time, so just skip it. It's totally fine to sell those boots covered in mud. The customer isn't going to care. And electronics that you bought from a yard sale, estate sale, or thrift store, well, they should be working. So don't bother wasting the time to test them. Just send them out. And if the customer has a problem with the electronic not working, remember, they're probably just a scammer. Never take more than one photo. Remember, buyers don't look at anything anyways, so stop wasting time taking multiple photos. And bonus points if you take the photo in a very dimly lit room and have your feet in the picture. Actually, just skip taking photos altogether. eBay says you can't use stock photos for pre-owned items, but remember, the rules don't apply to you. Your customer definitely doesn't want to see the actual item, so just go onto Google and grab a stock photo and use that. You don't need authorization or anything like that. Just grab it from there and use it on your listing. Skip item specifics and descriptions. We all know buyers don't look at anything anyways, so why are we wasting time filling any of this information out? Buyers and eBay both love a good mystery, so make it very difficult for the customer to know exactly what they're purchasing. Item specifics narrow it down way too much. We want the customer to guess what they're getting. They want to buy a mystery item. Brag constantly about your 90-day total. If you're standing outside of an estate sale or run into another reseller at a yard sale, make sure you pull out your phone and show them your 90-day total. Honestly, it's the only important number in your business. Profit is for losers. Gross revenue is exactly how all businesses are built. You will be profitable one day, just not today, so don't worry about it. Show that 90-day total with pride. Never offer customer service. That buyer that just received that electronic item that has a question, ignore them. They are most likely a scammer. And it's completely weird that they would even reach out to you in the first place. Like, you sold the item, it's not your problem. If you absolutely feel the need to answer them, make sure you are super condescending and not helpful at all. Remember, taxes aren't important. Worry about those in January. Talking to a CPA and understanding business expenses is for nerds. We are too busy making too much money, and the IRS can absolutely wait. It's not even like they can come in and shut your business down. Buy pallets of junk from other resellers. One of the easiest ways to make a ton of money is to buy blind pallets and bundles from other resellers. Random bales of clothing and mystery boxes of electronics are all awesome. You never want to know what you're actually buying. And trust me, they're selling these items to you at a great price point so you can make a ton of money. It's definitely not a bunch of junk that they're trying to offload. Do not list items on eBay every day. Consistency just does not matter. List 5 today, wait a week, list 2 more, wait 3 weeks, list 1 more item, and don't worry about it. Your sales will still skyrocket, even if you're just listing items randomly here and there. eBay is just like dating. You want to play hard to get. Lie about the condition. You should be listing all of your items in the like new category. It's the easiest way to sell your items for the most amount of money. It doesn't matter what the condition of your item is. Once the buyer gets it, if they start complaining about the condition of the item, just remember, they're probably a scammer. List banned items on eBay. This is a completely underserved market. Sure, eBay says you can't list medical devices, drugs, and alcohol, but if you change the title, eBay will never find it. And this market has unlimited growth opportunities. Never allow a customer to cancel an order. They should have been more careful when they were going and purchasing items on eBay. It's not your fault that they no longer want the item. Deny those cancellation requests. This is going to teach them a lesson, a hard lesson, that they get items even when they don't want the item. If you run into an issue on eBay and need customer support, remember, when you're talking to customer service representatives from eBay, to be super condescending and mean. This is going to guarantee that they want to help you solve your problems. Remember, nice guys finish last, so there's no reason to be nice to the customer service representatives. Never buy shipping supplies. That's for Amazon. Ship your items out in cereal boxes. eBay buyers expect that. My personal favorite is to sell records in used pizza boxes. They fit perfectly and the grease just adds a little element of touch. Store your items wherever you can. Outside in the rain, in your dusty basement, behind your car in the garage. The customer won't care if the shirt smells like exhaust or that electronic has a little bit of rain damage on it. Never adapt or learn anything new. Learning a new category, learning a new way to list items, or even learning a new way to run a reselling business all challenge your belief system. You never want to feel dumb, so make sure you do everything you can to protect your own personal beliefs. It's best just to stay set in your ways and bury your head in the sand. These fads, they're going to come and go faster than a new reseller. I hope you caught all of the sarcasm in this video, but all jokes aside, these are a lot of common traps that new resellers can fall into, so I hope you found the video useful. If you enjoyed this video, I think you're going to love this one, so go ahead and give it a click.